Before we dive into the coding part, let's take a quick look at the final result of what we're about to build. This will give you a clear idea of what to expect and how everything comes together. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Your support helps us grow and create more content like this for you. Also, feel free to share this video with anyone who might find it useful. Let's get started. Let me walk you through this Python program step by step. This is a bulk image resizer application built using the tkinter library for the graphical user interface (GUI) and the pillow library for image processing. The program allows users to resize multiple images in bulk with options to maintain the aspect ratio, choose resampling filters, and specify dimensions in pixels or percentages. Overview of the program. The program is divided into two main classes: Tooltip, a helper class to display tooltips, small pop-up messages, when the user hovers over certain UI elements. Image Resizer, the main class that handles the GUI and image resizing logic. Tooltip class. The Tooltip class is used to create tooltips that appear when the user hovers over a widget, like a button or text box. Here's how it works. GUI or init GUI initializes the tooltip with a widget and the text to display. Show. Tooltip displays the tooltip when the mouse enters the widget. Hide tooltip hides the tooltip when the mouse leaves the widget. This is a nice touch to make the application more user-friendly by providing helpful hints. Image Resizer class. This is the core of the application. Let's break it down. Initialization, $_init$_. The $_init$_ method sets up the main window using tkinter. It initializes variables to store the list of selected image files, the output directory where resized images will be saved, width and height values for resizing, units for width and height, pixels or percentages, a boolean to track whether the aspect ratio should be maintained, the resampling filter to use, e.g. Lanczos bilinear. The createWidgets method is called to build the GUI, and the main loop method starts the tkinter event loop. GUI creation, createWidgets. The GUI is built using tkinter widgets, file selection frame, a list box to display selected images, and a button to add images. Output directory, an entry field to specify the output folder, and a button to browse for a folder. Resize settings frame, fields to input width and height, with drop-downs to choose units, pixels, or percentages. Options, a checkbox to maintain the aspect ratio, and a drop-down to select the resampling filter. Progress bar shows the progress of the resizing process. Status label displays the current status, e.g. processing 3 out of 10. Resize button starts the resizing process. Tooltips are added to some widgets to provide additional information. Adding images, add images. When the user clicks the Add Images button, a file dialog opens to select image files. The selected files are added to the list box and stored in the Self Files list. Choosing Output Directory, choose to output. When the user clicks the Browse button, a folder dialog opens to select the output directory. The selected path is stored in the self.output directory variable. Input validation, validate inputs. Before starting the resizing process, the program checks if at least one image is selected, if an output directory is specified, if the width and height values are valid, positive numbers, percentages between 0 and 100, etc. If any validation fails, an error message is displayed. Starting the resizing process, start resizing. If the inputs are valid, the resizing process begins. The Resize Images button is disabled to prevent multiple clicks. A new thread is started to handle the resizing process, ensuring the GUI remains responsive. Resizing images, resize images. This is where the actual resizing happens. The program iterates through the list of selected images. For each image, it calculates the target width and height based on user input. If the aspect ratio is maintained, it adjusts the dimensions accordingly. The image is resized using the selected resampling filter. The resized image is saved to the output directory. The progress bar and status label are updated after each image is processed. If any errors occur, e.g., invalid image files, they are recorded and displayed at the end. 4. Key features: bulk processing, resizes multiple images at once, flexible dimensions, supports both pixels and percentages for width and height. Aspect ratio, option to maintain the original aspect ratio. Resampling, filters, multiple filters, e.g. Lanczos bilinear for high-quality resizing. Progress feedback, a progress bar and status label keep the user informed. How it works: the user selects images and specifies the output folder. They set the desired width and height, choose units, and select options like maintaining the aspect ratio. When they click Resize Images, the program processes each image and saves the resized versions to the output folder. The user is notified of success or any errors that occurred. Key libraries used to Tkinter for creating the GUI. PIL, Pillow, for image processing, resizing, and saving. Threading, to run the resizing process in a separate thread, keeping the GUI responsive.